Hi everyone, it's Daniel here. Today I'll be reviewing Level 42 Standing in the Light. Definitely their best album, my opinion. So here's the front cover. We've got all the members, of course. We've got Phil Gould, the drummer. We've got Mark King, the bass player and vocalist. Boone Gould, the guitarist. And Mike Lindup, the keyboardist and vocalist. So yeah, see, got the peeled sticker on there. This is just how I got the album. Also, I've heard that there's recently been a reissue of this album, a gold edition record. I know that just sounds awesome. I bumped into it in HMV yesterday. I didn't even know this album was re-released. I know The Pursuit of Accidents hasn't been re-released, nor the early tapes. So I don't know. Don't know why they chose this one before them two, but well. Fair enough, it's a great album. We've got some nice colours here. We've got yellow and a nice shade of purple at the back, and there's a cupboard for some reason. Like, I don't know where they are. They're like in the basement or something, I think. Well, I'm assuming anyways, but anyhow. This is definitely my favourite Level 42 album. People can agree or disagree as much as they like. I personally think it's the best. Definitely had the best production. And to be fair, like, out of like the first 4 albums, yeah, definitely like this one's the best one out of all 4 of them. Yeah, but when I mean the first 4 albums, I mean Level 42, self-titled album, Pursuit of Accidents, Standing in the Light, this album, and True Colours. The early tapes, I love it. Most of the songs on that song are like some of my favourite Level 42 songs of all time, but I wouldn't really class it as an official album. Anyhow, so here's the front. Very cool, love it. Very iconic album cover. This was like, this was their most popular album, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely my most popular, well, it's definitely the most popular Level 42 album in my opinion. So here's the front, here's the spine, Standing in the Light. And here's the back, so yeah. Now we've got 9 songs from this album. No instrumentals, I know. That's a bit surprising. Is it? Well, this album proved that they could do more than just instrumentals, I know. Like, they did a brilliant job in this album. We've got the character icon from the first album up there. Well, that's the first album. This is Standing in the Light, of course, yeah. And you can see right there, quite a simple back cover, you know, not much to it, just like the colours of the, like, there's clearly a colour pattern going on, you know, yellow and blue and white and a bit of black as well. So yeah, we've got 9 songs in this album, all produced by Larry Dunn and Vadim White, who are well, Larry Dunn was the keyboardist of Earth, Wind & Fire, and Vadim White, he's always been the bass player of Earth, Wind & Fire, so yeah, it's nice to have them hop on board and help Level 42 produce this album. However, they did not produce one track, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, let's talk about the tracks then. So we've got side 1, or side A. The first track is Micro Kid. Great opening track, love that one. I remember hearing it many years ago, and then I like discovered it like last year, like rediscovered it last year, and I was like, no way, that was by Level 42. I remember this song, I know. Great opening track, really nice, catchy bass line, a great guitar solo from Boone Gould. Boone's playing on this album is extraordinary, like, it's amazing. If you thought his playing on the first 2 albums were great, or the early tapes, then think again, you've got this album, and he steals the whole show. Like, he is brilliant, I love Boone. Yeah, Micro Kid, great opening track. I love the lyrics. I love the instrumental section. I just think it's a great song. The synth riff just gets stuck in your head. It plays throughout most of the song, but it does change once Mike Lindup starts singing his bit and whatnot, but still a great track. Definitely my top 3 Level 42 songs, I know. It's that good. Anyhow, next track we have The Sun Goes Down, Living It Up. Another great track. This was one of the first Level 42 songs I ever heard, and I just love this song. Very catchy, just like Micro Kid. Mike Lindup sings lead vocals, however, Mark King does come in and sing several lead parts throughout the song. He sings his own bits. And yeah, I just think the song's great, and it was their first UK hit, so good job. Good job on that. I love that song. Sun goes down, never up. If you've never heard this song, then definitely give it a listen. There's also an extended version which has a really nice instrumental break, and even watch the live performances of this song. Like, you won't regret it. Anyhow, next track we have probably my favourite Level 42 song, Out of Mind, which that was produced by Wally Bonneville. Yeah, this was the only song they recorded in the UK, and they recorded most of this in... They recorded the rest of this album in... Where did they record it again? They recorded it in Los Angeles, so yeah. That's really cool. The only song that was recorded in the UK was Out of Mind, and just a beautiful song. Love it. I love the keyboards. Love that amazing bass line. The guitar licks really good. The drums are really nice and smooth. I think there's even milk bottles in the song. I'm not sure. One of my favourite songs of all time, and it has milk bottles in it. It still sounds clean as heck though. Written by all 4 members of the band, and I just love that song. It's about, I believe it's about a Dutch woman, breakup song, Origine. That was the demo title for this song. I've heard the original version, the single version, but I think the album version is better. It just sounds more cleaner, and Mark's vocals are twice as good. And you can definitely tell this song's off this album from Mark's singing. So yeah, and his vocals well. Vocals singing well, whatever. He's got a great voice. I love it. And also, Mark Lindup uses a vocoder on this album. I know, that's wicked. On Micro Kid and Out of Mind. You can hear him more on Micro Kid, but Out of Mind, I think he does use the vocoder. Well, he uses it live anyways, so yeah. They've only performed that song once. Oh no. No, actually, that's a lie. Twice. They did an acoustic version a few years ago, which I really like that version as well. So yeah, these 3 songs were hit singles. Unfortunately, the other songs weren't, but they still have a special place in my heart. So moving on, we have Dance on Every Weather. A really, really danceable track. Love that one. Some great lyrics, some crazy moments in the song. This is the only song to have the use of grand piano on this album. I love the rototoms at the end. I would love to play rototoms. Such a good song, very danceable, and the only song that was written by Larry Dunn and Vadim White. So yeah, it does kind of sound like an Earth, Wind and Fire song. It could have been, but I love this song so much. I love all the songs on this album. They're definitely my favourite Level 42 songs of all time. Anyhow, that's side 1. Side 1's really good, honestly. They went from being a jazz funk instrumental band to being a sort of a jazz fusion pop band, which, yeah. Now this was like sort of their first pop album, but you can definitely still hear like elements from the first few albums. So yeah, that's really good. I love this album so much. And even though I wish I had the gold version, oh well, I've not even opened the record yet, so why am I bringing that up now? Anyhow, we've got side 2, If There Was Dream of Endless Time. And this could have been instrumental, but I'm happy it wasn't. There's only a few lyrics, but yeah, it's great. Some great harmony vocals from Mike Lindup. It's got an Egyptian sound to it, but it's also really funky. Got some nice heavy guitars. Well, there's one really heavy guitar, and then there's like a clean, funky guitar. It really works, and there's some nice synths in there. Andrew Woolfolk of Earth, Wind and Fire, he played the saxophone solo in that song, which that's really cool. Love that. I love this song. It's underappreciated and definitely the most underrated gem on this album. So yeah. And the album next track we have Stand in the Light. Beautiful song. Love that one. Mark sings the the verses, and then Mike Lindup sings the choruses, and then they both sing the bridge section. Unfortunately, the album version, I say this is a perfect album, but the album version, the second verse is cut in half. So yeah, but the lyrics to the whole lyrics for verse 2 are still on the sleeve, but I'll show you that soon. But still a beautiful song, love it. It's got some really nice synths, really nice funky bass line. I just think it's a great song, and it's just beautiful, love it. The extended version, I prefer that one a bit more, but I just love the song anyhow. And for God's sake, it's the name of the album, so yeah, exactly. And then the next track we have I Want Eyes. Love that song, beautiful, heartbreaking, just amazing. It's mostly full of harmonics on the bass, but I just love that song. It starts off quite shallow, but then gets really intense towards the end with more drums kick in, the bass line, Mark King starts slapping, the synths start coming in, and there's really nice guitar riff throughout, and it's just a beautiful song, love it. There's a really nice synthesizer solo, I think it's an emulator, I'm not 100% sure, but beautiful song. Anyhow, well, you'd think that would be the last song on the album, because like at the end it just shuts down, that song. Well, it sounds like at the end of the song it sounds like a computer's shutting down or something, but no. We have 2 more tracks on this album. So we have the next track, which is People, love that song. Mike Lindup wrote that on his own. Beautiful song, love it. Really nice 80s brass synth sound throughout, love it. It's just a beautiful song, and this song and a later song, which was released on the Staring at the Sun album, Silence, they were the only songs that Mike Lindup wrote on his own, so well done to him. There's a really nice bass solo at the end as well, and there's also a marimba in this song, which is really nice. I believe Phil Gould played it, but this song's just amazing, I love it. It's definitely one of my favourite Level 42 songs. Yeah, well, it's simple, but I love it. Anyhow, and then we have the crazy closing track, which is The Machine Stops. Love that track. It's insane crazy. Love that bass line. It's haunting. There's a strange trumpet solo at the end. I love that song. Luckily the band has started performing that song in more recent years, so thank you, Level 42. So this album definitely has my favourite songs on it. There's quite a lot of, on most Level 42 songs, there's multi-track basses, which, like Mark will be playing the main bass line, and then he'll do like another take, which he'll just record harmonics or something. But just a beautiful album, I love it. Of course, Polydor Records, they're the team behind this album, and Level 42's record label, innit? So let's open the sleeve. We have all the members here. Lovely. So we've got, of course, Mike Lindup, Mark King, Phil Gould, and Boone Gould. Mike Lindup on vocals, Prophet 5 memory mode, acoustic and electric pianos, and the vocoder receiver. And then we have Mark King on vocals, bass, rotor toms, and scat, in brackets sender. When I said receiver, that's also in brackets as well. Anyhow, we have Phil Gould on drums, backing vocals, rotor toms, marimba, and milk bottles. And then Boone Gould on guitars, of course, and featuring Wally Badarou on Prophet 5 and Emulator, courtesy of Island Records. Paulino da Costa, love him. He's played on nearly every track I know. He is amazing. He's played with loads of musicians. Just listen to any 80s song, and we've got Paulino da Costa on percussion. I think he plays he plays pretty much all the rest of the percussion. And and then we have Andrew Woolfolk on soprano saxophone on or soprano sax on A Fairest Dream up in this time. So yep. It was recorded at Complex LA, and there's a thank you message at the bottom, which is really nice. And yeah, I really like this sleeve. These photos are beautiful, and they kind of changed the style a bit, didn't they? Yeah, Mike Lindup used to have a moustache and like big hair, but yeah, that's clearly not visible anymore. Yeah, the rest of the members still look the same, so that's fair play. And then we have the lyrics at the back. Look at all these lyrics. The Micro Kid is called The Micro Kid for some reason, I don't know why. Words by Mark King and Brian Taylor, I think. And Ali Willis, who was, I think, a songwriter for Earth, Wind and Fire. Yeah, she worked on this song as well. Most of the words were done, well, were written by Phil Gould. But, well, except for people. But they all contributed somehow. Anyhow, let's open the vinyl up. I do not have the gold edition because that's just recently came out, but I wish I had it. Anyhow, I have the original vinyl here. So there's side 1, and here's side 2. Lovely. I love this album. Like, for goodness sake, if you've not listened to this album, you need to. Well, Level 42 fans, well, I don't know what you're going to think of this album, but I don't know what you think of this album, but I could argue all the time that this is definitely the best album. I love it. It's just got a really nice sound to it. Definitely sounds like it's from the 80s, and like Level 42 have only been a band for about, what, like 2 or 3 years. This album came out in 1983, the year after The Pursuit of Accidents, and yeah. It's just an amazing album. Love the sound. So there's the front cover once more. Anyhow, thank you for watching, everyone. This has been my review of Level 42 Standing in the Light. Definitely their best album in my opinion, and yeah, I love it. And I'm going to give it another listen right now, because why not? Anyhow, thanks once again. Take care. Take it easy. And I shall see you all next time. Yep. Peace.